Hello ladies and gentlemen, once again this is Michael the Comic Nerd. Now I'm not going to lie, I really don't want to do this next movie. But since I said I would, I guess I kinda have to. But if I'd known then what I know now, maybe things could have been different. I can still hear the horrible pop music in my head. The horror. Okay, let's not waste any more time. Let's talk about Catwoman. Based off the DC character of the same name, although I use the term loosely, Catwoman is a film that came out in 2004 as a kind of sort of spin-off to Batman Returns. At least that's what I think it was originally intended to be. But due to one reason or another, it got passed around and butchered, and now we're stuck with this mess. I don't know, don't quote me on any of that, but one thing's for certain. It's often called one of the worst comic book movies ever released, and even one of the worst movies of all time. So you can imagine why I'm scared shitless. But you'll be damned if I'm doing this alone. That is why, for the past few weeks, I have been practicing the dark arts, and I will summon some poor soul to suffer with me. What, I'm still new, I'm allowed one gimmick. Okay, anyway, let's do this. Pijatikoida something magical gibberish and kadoosh.
We're men in tights. We roll around the holy hell!
How'd it go from night to day all of a sudden? You know what, never mind. Who the hell are you?
No. I should be asking you.
I asked you first.
Fine. I'm Writzrblok from Where No Way. I review comic books.
Comics? Fucking ill do. I'm Michael the Comic Nerd. I review movies.
Of course you do. Why am I here?
Oh, well, I've summoned you to help me review a movie.
Which one?
Catwoman?
No.
Oh, no you don't.
The hell?
You're bound to me until we finish this review.
Oh, you've gotta be kidding. Whatever. Let's just do this.
And we open with the general staple of female action movies, exotic music with a woman making funny noises. And we also see that this abomination is directed by Pitoff? Pitoff? Seriously, is this Tarsum's older, lamer brother?
Yeah, no kidding. What the hell has he done?
You don't want to know.
No, go on. Tell me.
Alien Resurrection.
¿Por qué?
You done?
Maybe.
It all started on the day that I died. If there had been an obituary, it would have described the unremarkable life of an unremarkable woman. Survived by no one. But there was no obituary, because the day that I died was also the day I started to live.
I'm sorry, I'm confused. Are we watching a superhero movie or Once Upon a Time?
Yeah, what's with the whimsical delivery? Can you imagine if The Dark Knight did that?
Hello everyone, I'm Batman. Now there's this crazy homicidal maniac called the Joker on the loose. But don't worry, I'll stop him, because I'm Batman, and maybe learn something about myself along the way.
You are now introduced to our main character, Patience, played by Halle Berry, who works for George Hadar, played by the Merovingian from Matrix Reloaded, and his wife, Laurel, played by Sharon Stone.
Oh god, there's not going to be a sex scene that's going to make me really uncomfortable, is there?
I wish. At least then there'd be something worth watching in this movie.
Anyway, Halle Berry is nervous because she's heading the ad campaign for the company's new product, Bioline, which is supposed to reverse the signs of aging. She goes to see her boss to talk about the designs.
I'm not pleased. This is not even close to what I wanted. I can't imagine what on earth you were thinking.
I am so sorry.
I mean, look at this red. It's all wrong. I wanted it darker.
I specifically heard you say that.
I know what I said.
Oh, Jesus, you're not Donald Draper, guy. Drop the act!
Oh, for God's sake, George. Let her fix it. She's good, and you know it.
Whatever. By tomorrow night.
The following day, Patience is painting in her apartment when a stray cat climbs through her window and she decides to climb after it. Why? Because she is a complete moron.
What, are you stuck? You're gonna make me come out there.
But luckily, Luckily, in comes a cop named Tom Lone who saves her from her dumbass stunt. Then the ungrateful broad just shoves him out and runs to work.
Thank you.
Now that's a shame. I bet he was hoping to get a peek at her.
Don't do it.
What? Why not?
Just no. It's too obvious.
But it's called Catwoman. How could I not make that pun?
No.
But if I just...
No.
What if I just...
No!
You're not nice. But I guess Tom isn't satisfied with this rejection and stalks her to her cubicle, which, in any other universe, would be creepy. But here it's charming.
Hey, man sandwich, 12 o'clock.
Hi, offensive gay stereotype.
Oh my god.
Oh, hi, annoying best friend. I'm looking forward to hating you through this movie.
This is the officer I was telling you about from earlier.
Detective Lone. Tom Lone.
Oh, that is such a good name. Tom Lone. Rhymes with cone, phone, bone.
My God. Stop talking.
Yeah, so I guess Tommy Boy over here finds suicidal crazy cat ladies hot as hell, and he decides to ask her out. But not before she has to go to a creepy warehouse where, conveniently, the bad guys are talking about the new face cream's deadly side effects.
And with what we stand to make from consumers demanding their fix, I can live with it being addictive, but these side effects from the long-term studies...
That won't happen if they keep using it, and we'll make sure they do, because that's where the money comes from.
Lady, he just said long-term usage makes their skin turn into Skeletor from the live-action Masters of the Universe. Do you really think that people are going to keep slapping the gunk on their faces even if they're addicted?
Yeah, no shit. And people aren't complete morons. This rather huge side effect would get out pretty damn quickly. But the bad guys discover Halle Berry and chase her through the factory.
It's okay. We just like to ask you a few questions, alright?
I know I'm being nitpicky, but how is that shadow being made? It's a pretty clear shape, and yet there are no clear open spaces behind her.
You're watching Catwoman. Are you surprised? Anyway, the chase continues until Patience finds herself in a waste tube where they seal her in and release the deadly beauty product, killing her instantly. But wait, what's this? It looks like she's saved by a CGI cat so poorly rendered it makes Tony the Tiger look like Avatar. I'm sorry, how am I supposed to take this seriously? It's a bunch of cats in a circle!
Yeah, no kidding. I keep half expecting captions to pop up. Well, I guess the cat god thing bestows Patience with cat powers by breathing on her. Interesting delivery method.
Oh, yikes! Can you say halitosis?
She wakes back up in her apartment with no memory of what happened and finds that the same fucking cat from earlier is still hanging around. So she takes her back to her insane owner, played by Ruth from 6 Feet Under.
Midnight.
I'm sorry.
Her name. She's an Egyptian Mao. The rarest of breeds. Temple cats. It's said that Maos have special powers.
Patience tries to run away from the crazy cat lady, but then she does... this.
Anytime. I'm always here. Catnip.
Really pushing that whole cat powers thing, aren't you, movie?
Oh, trust me, we're just getting started.
Fuck.
As she struggles to deal with the changes happening to her, her best friend faints due to the face cream and she's whisked away to the hospital. But it turns out she's suffering from plot contrivance as the doctors can't seem to pinpoint what's wrong. But she's back to throwing herself at men in no time, so I guess she's okay.
I did run a million fun tests, though. Hey, Upside, you gotta see my doctor.
Okay, I can see you're feeling better.
It reminds me, what's up with the hot yet modest, but who cares because he's so hot detective?
Oh, shut up!
Ah, and we see Tom Lone is talking about being a policeman to a group of kids. Jeez, what'd he do to deserve this?
You signed up for the movie.
Yep. Can I see your gun?
No. You know what makes somebody...
Will you shoot it?
No.
Will you kill us all in a murderous rampage?
Will you shoot my dog and tell me through a text?
I called the police station and they said you might be here.
You never got your coffee.
So we get some bad puns and supposedly romantic dialogue before one of the kids challenges the couple to play against each other. On what magical playground this would occur on is beyond me.
Me and her?
Yeah, come on!
You want to do this?
She catches the ball and plays with it like a cat would play with a ball. Yeah, real cute. And, guys, enough with the quick edits!
Yeah, he's not exaggerating, people. What you're watching is not my shitty editing. The movie's actually like this through the whole thing.
Oh, goody. We get a retread of the love interest duel from fucking Daredevil. Did the writers just think Catwoman was a female version of Daredevil for some reason?
Well, at least that duel was fun when you put the Mortal Kombat music over it.
Round 1. Fight!
Can we have our ball back?
Sure, she's got his between her legs, so she's good on balls.
So later that night, Patience is having trouble sleeping because of a party across the way, and she decides to do something about it in the most subtle way possible. Or as subtle as this movie can muster.
You hear that? It's called silence. That's all I ever wanted. Now keep it down.
You hear that? It's overacting. Tone it down.
She then decides to go cut her hair, put on a ridiculous outfit for no apparent reason, and travel by quick edit to a jewelry store which is conveniently being robbed.
Amateurs.
Amateur? How do you figure? They've probably been at this longer than you.
You boys thought you could come in here and steal all these beautiful things? What a perfect idea.
Oh, Jesus. This is making Mr. Freeze look like a Shakespearean poet.
To freeze or not to freeze? That is the question. Whether 'tis colder in the mind to suffer the batarines and grappling guns of outrageous fortune.
And apparently cat powers means you're good at martial arts too. This is like a really bad Buffy Daredevil collada.
I'm bored with this.
Me too. Let's move on.
So the next day, Patience wakes up to find the jewelry she stole last night scattered on her bed while she sleeps on a bunch of pillows like a cat would. Aww. Fucking morons. So she puts all the stolen jewelry in a bag to return it, never thinking to wipe her fingerprints off them, but keeps 2 pieces for herself.
So after returning the jewels with somehow no one seeing her do it, she goes home and Googles Catwomen. She eventually discovers that an Egyptian Mao was with all the other Catwomen. Of course she thinks it's Midnight, the same cat the cat lady had, when it could have just as easily been other Egyptian Maos, and wait, why am I trying to bring logic into this? What's wrong with me? So she goes to Crazy Cat Lady's house, and she goes over the history of the cat people.
The goddess Bast. The Maos are sacred to Bast. They're her messengers. Wow, you wrote this? I was a professor for 20 years. Until I was denied tenure. Male academia.
No, maybe it's because you believe in fucking magical cats!
Catwomen are not contained by the rules of society. You follow your own desires. This is both a blessing and a curse.
And now you're borrowing from Spider-Man. Anyone else you want to rip off? You want to throw in a Hulk reference while you're at it?
No, that's really not a door you should open.
Catwoman, land on her feet!
You are a Catwoman. Every sight, every smell, every sound incredibly heightened. So I'm not Patience anymore? You are Patience. And you are Catwoman.
So now take this holy dorky helmet and get the hell out so I can watch reruns of the Gilmore Girls.